am I? Hello everyone, I'm David01, and welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. And today, well, I suppose I have ticked Poptick off one too many times. And so, because of that, I have been sent to his hellish racetrack. Because you see, today we are checking out Pop's Racetrack of Doom tile, which is an absolutely beautifully crafted and absolutely horrible and evil and just really just awful racetrack. This is the most difficult racetrack I could find on the workshop, and it's so bad even Poptick hasn't beat it, and it makes both of my racetracks look like child's play in comparison. And today, we are going to be checking it out. Except we're not just going to be checking it out. We're going to be beating it. End to end. However, because this racetrack isn't going to play fair, we might not be able to play fair either. So, we are going to have to get a little creative with the methods we use to solve this. But we will not be flying from end to end, because that's just outright cheating. But this track is, just to give you some idea, it's not only extremely long, extremely difficult, also, there are some sections where the path isn't even clear. So I may inadvertently end up skipping stuff. But I will try the best of my abilities to stay on the track. Now, the loops are not an issue. A good wall rider can stay on this pretty well, especially if you go slow. What is an issue are the sections where it jumps. I will be using checkpointing in this because I don't know if it's possible otherwise. And just so you really get an idea of the sense of scale, this right here is one section which I believe amounts to about 1/8 of the track in this entire course. We have to go underwater. We have to go through hot springs, up a mountain, around in a forest, through an ember biome with an oil pit below, through hay bales, around, up into the sky, through these floating islands over here, and all the way up near the top of the map. I believe this is 2/3 of world height. Next to 2 sheer cliffs. So, yes, this will be an insurmountable challenge. However, I believe it can be done. And I am going to prove that today. Of course, if I want any hope of beating this track, I'm going to need an excellent wall rider. Now, while this design will inevitably change, I'd like to show you version 1 of my wall climber for this course. And we'll see how well this fares. Now, I took Evan's Ultimate car design, and I improved on it a little bit. And yes, it is Ultimate, not Ultimate. He forgot to put a T in there, so it's Ultimate. And I was inspired by it, but I did completely make this from scratch. Now we have 8 wheels, all-wheel drive. The steering is now primarily at the front. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Already, we've hit an obstacle there, but I'm sure if I ram into it enough, it'll disappear, or we could just bypass it by going to the side. Now we're on to our first wall climbing sections, though they're not upside down yet. It's handled it like a champ. And going on to the first real wall climbing section. Still holding ground remarkably well. Granted, this is not even 1% into the track, I believe. So, yeah. Still gripping the track pretty well. There's a little bounciness. Perhaps the suspension will need to be tweaked. Uh-oh, a little bit of slippage there, that's not good. Let's turn on the bit thrusters. Oh. And yep, we can go around the large outer loop here, under there, and this will be our first issue, our first real test of this. Well, how much did I skip right there? It can't be that bad, right? I mean, I landed here, so you gotta play where it lies. And speaking of, we're now going to be doing a twist and turn. Whoa! Uh-oh. too powerful there. And let's just turn on our extra lock. Uh-oh. That is one issue where this is extra dangerous. It's very easy to fall off the edge of the track with my design. And strict file cam will help a lot here. Oh no! Where am I? Ooh. Supposed to go. As they say, there's only one way to find out. YOLO! Well, we didn't hit the ground. That's a plus. We also didn't hit the track. So that's a bit of a minus. Take two. And now, it would be quite nice to just skip that part of the track, wouldn't it? And in order to bypass the section of the track that you just saw me on, we're going to need to just go over here and no, 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 no. I'll take this. Wait. There's no way. There's no way. This is working. I'm riding directly on the rail. I'm pretty sure I'm going backwards in the track. But hey, at least I'm on the track right now. And there we go. A nice solid slam, and on to the next checkpoint. Let's see what this section has in store for us. Strict phylocam. Uh-oh, we've rode up on the wall. That's not a good thing. And it's this section. This one, isn't as bad as you'd think. Why? We can just do this, and then drive on the ground here, and make our way over until we get to this, which is a pretty scary and intimidating drop. Which is why we just go like that. And with some terrifying, and I do mean terrifying, maneuvering here, we can make our way safely down. Now, this is actually nearly impossible for Poptick's vehicle. Well, because he has crap. Anyway, we get back here, and I need to figure out how I got back there, so... Uh-oh. No! No! And just remembering which buttons to keep. No. Alright. You don't want to know how many attempts it took me to get back to here. Now let's just slowly and very carefully turn myself back around. And get down so we can unlock the next checkpoint. But let's not get greedy. We drop, then we restart the thrusters, drive a little bit more, so we get to the next section, where we resume by dropping, reactivate. That was close fun. And lastly, we have just one more to do. Ooh. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No! No! Back on here I go until I can consistently perform this jump, I suppose. Well, we're getting better at it. And we're in position. Drop it. Reapply. Drive. Drop it. Reapply. And finally, just do one more. Drop it. Reapply. See, they're not all bad. Now, I'm not actually sure which way I'm supposed to go again. I think it's this way. It's been forever since I've played this map, and I only got, I think, halfway through before I reached a section that at the time I didn't know how to beat, but I think I have a strategy for now. Well, at least we've got a checkpoint, so there's something. And as we bounce down in here like a pinball machine, I think the path forward, yep, is up there. Uh-oh, uh-oh. No, 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 no! Come on, rail rider, go! Ride the rail! Ah, good enough. Uh-oh, no, 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 no. Hey, hey, that was a nice flip. Did a barrel roll there. And over here, up here, and now we can put this front bumper to good use because we must drive onto the wall. It's nice and flat here, which I think means we're supposed to drive on it. I think everything in this map seems to be up to a little bit of choice, but now I need to do something. That's the problem. No, wrong way. I think I'm supposed to go over here. Why is it not working? Whatever, no matter. No, no, no! Stop playing! Too low friction. Now right. No! No, look how close I am! Look at that! Oh no. Oh, no. Yes! Alright. Finally. All we gotta tell is the direction. Yes! We are heading in the correct direction. And up this basically vertical cliff in here, and is this the one that has the... No, it's not. And coming down into here, we have a jump! Whee! Uh-oh, I don't think I was supposed to do that. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's just an evil jump there. You want to take it? Nope, doesn't actually go anywhere. Luckily, I can still sort of, kind of, maybe get back on the track. Yes. Ah, this would be an issue were it not for my ability to climb sheer cliffs. I said my ability to climb sheer cliffs. There we go. Ah, another one. No match for my ability to climb sheer cliff. My ability to climb sheer cliffs. There we go. Ow. And the wall rider just so happens to compress the suspension enough that we can go underneath that. Now, where to next? Well, we just need to drop down in here. Which is easier said than done, but with my amazing skills right here, while staying completely on the track, we can get back onto this loop, which I believe is a true loop. You will be stuck here forever unless you figure out the way out, which is right in here. Which will be most difficult to actually go through. Haha! And now it's pick a path. Well, that doesn't look like it goes anywhere. That one looks like it goes somewhere, and that one doesn't really look like it goes anywhere. Wait a minute, wait a minute! Alright, let's pick this path. Yes, this is somewhere new. Whee! Is this a correct path or a wrong one? You know what? Let's just rewind time there. Since that is a thing I can do, apparently. Let's pick a different path this time. Yes. Yes. You... This is where we came into the track at. Well, this time it must be the one path that doesn't have a path on it. Not actually. Yes. Whee! And we've found it. The way out. Quickly, let's seize the moment. And up and over here. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, ah, ah. No, no. No. Alright, I really need to be able to turn a little better on this, but whatever. And I think it's just a straight jump ahead. No. A victory is a victory. And Poptick thought that this part was going to be absolutely horrible for me. What he didn't realize is that rather than, even though I actually do have a beam rider right here, rather than do that, I would just use my wall rider as a wall rider and ride on the walls in order to get out of this pit. Some real out-of-the-box thinking there. And hey, we're right next to the starting area. Uh-oh. No, 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 no! And I think this is the way out anyway, so... yeah. We'll just completely skip this stupid hay section. Or get stuck in it. That's even better. Come on, over this. Stupid hedge. That's not a hedge, David. That's a rock. Rock-shaped hedge, hedge-shaped rock. Oh, there's a pit there. There's a trap. No! Disorienting. Well, for once, getting knocked loose worked to my advantage there. I didn't even have to think about climbing this section, because it just teleported me across, basically. Alright. Coal elevator, which I believe we need to climb. At least we're at checkpoint. I'm trying to get the yellow, orange sections of checkpoints. I'm trying to how I got this first, my actual, previous time playing. My hands are hurting. Alright, just need to go that. And back around here. Wait a minute, this is a checkpoint. We can just respawn it right before the checkpoint. Problem solved. And rather than climb on that pesky pipe, I'd rather scale a sheer cliff. There is an issue with that, though. We've already been this way, which is why we need to do some creative wall riding. There's an arrow on it meaning to go up, which means maybe this was the pipe I'm supposed to take. Oh, I think it actually was. Ah! And... ha! Successfully reversed into this. And we're going to go through part of the mine up here. The details in here. You don't even get to appreciate them driving on the course. And... no! I'm too large to fit on this. No matter. Quite. Where am I? Hang on. Wait, which one of these is the path I'm supposed to take? Oh, we just completely skipped this. I'm counting it as a win. Alright, cool. And go over a log bridge and into the water. Everyone's favorite. The water. On a racetrack. This. Back to a checkpoint. This is so rough. Yeah, there we go. And we just need to make it. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. You can do it. You did 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 it. Come on, no. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I even fighting with this? This is a wall. I can just ride across it. You know what? Man, how much does that skip? It skipped. All this. Huh? Skipped almost all of this water section, though. Which I'll count it! Because this is a nightmare to navigate through. It's not hard. It's just tedious. And I've lost which way is out. Well, time to make like for the first land animal and just crawl out of the sea. The ocean is not for me. Or I guess it is. And why even bother doing that loop when I can just jump right over that? Hot spring time! This one is beautiful, laggy, and very, very disorienting. Reminds me of the Lost Woods from Breath of the Wild. I have a secret option. Particle quality low. Oh, that just makes it worse. I remember when you could turn that off. Oh. Alright, it's better if you just try not to play it in third person. And we made it out! Yay! Onto this torchlit area. And some cotton fields. And my game is now extremely laggy. We're now going through this little pass here. This crevasse. Come on, move! And ta-da! Get under the bridge we were on before. And through here. We're really getting somewhere now. It's actually some of the farthest I've ever been on this map. Not the farthest, but some of. Go through here and... You saw me! I made that! I made that jump! Think we're supposed to be in here. And here we go. cruising like there's nothing happening. And this is why the front wheel is so important. That would have been nearly impossible in Evan's vehicle. Is this the intended solution? I actually don't know. Is this a path that allows me to access more of the map? Yes, it is. Therefore, I'm going to assume it's the correct one, because this is a really tricky map. Alright, now we have speed bumps. Yay. Let's turn on extra thrusters to really ensure that I stay on the track here, because we're in an area right now where there are no checkpoints, because I literally physically cannot place down my lift. Let's see. YOLO! We're gonna count that as I made it. No. No, yes. And we're in the loop now. I'm desperately trying to remember what comes after this. And another loop. And strict follow camera, please. And another loop. How many loops are we doing? Don't know, but this was a big one. Even turn on some assisted thrust. And turn it off, kill the engines. We've got a tight turn coming up. You can see we're actually at... And this is the most evil thing that he put in the track here, which is why I added this front wheel, which even then may not be enough to save us. This rock is placed at the literal worst angle. Check it out. Which, just a massive screw you. And, just barely can I get over this. And that is with an extra front wheel. No, you know what? I refuse to accept it. Perfect! Now we have one more huge loop-de-loop, and then I don't know what happens afterwards. I think I didn't get too much farther than this. Whee! This is just good fun now. We're making good time. This is almost the farthest I've ever been. Correction. This is the farthest I've ever been. I have never made it past this section right here. I've made it to there many times, but never actually beyond it. Every time I make it to this particular jump, I cannot get to the end. It's a beautiful jump. It's quite fun to go off of. Whee! And then you try and fail to land on these pipes. And you go careening to your death. However, I think I have figured out how to get past this section, because I can't jump here. I can't keep doing backflips, especially not backflips upwards. Instead, we simply fall. You see what I'm doing now? We get onto the pipe, and we do a similar strategy to what I did last time I had encountered one of these jumps, except this time we're on a pipe instead of a rock. And it's not easy by any means. I've made it past 1. We've made it past 2. How much better it handles it now. And we found a glue clamp. And this is where there's the one issue. We actually aren't high enough up in order to get here. But we climb up this lovely perch right here, and we can use this to drop down, and I will officially be the farthest I've ever been in this track. Just drop. I did it. Kind of. I've did it. I've done it. I did it. I've done it. I am doing it. I am now officially the farthest I have ever been on this track. Whee! Now we just need to climb up an insurmountable height. To world height. Almost. We're nearly there. I can feel it. We only have like half of the map left. And now, we're officially at the top. This is not the end, but it is a new beginning. Kill the thrusters. That counteracting, so we're like an elevator. And now, I don't even need to do anything. There is just one issue, though. Woo! 2 issues, technically. 1, yes, I would have fallen to my doom there, and so technically lost, but that's not the big issue. We actually needed to carry over that speed, or at least some of it. Whew! Just barely clawed onto that, like a cat falling off of a building or something and clawing onto the side. And now, we're back on the track. Literally, back on track. And we can go through here. And we have another issue now. Oh no! I need to keep my thrusters on right now. Yes, I need them off in a minute, but I need them on right now. Oh no. 3 works with me, yes. 3, 2, 1. No! I'm so close. I can taste it. Victory is mere minutes away. Except with this track, minutes turn into hours. And hours into days, and days into weeks, weeks into months, months into years, and years into a lifetime. But eventually, the unconquerable human spirit will conquer the unconquerable map. Alright, new strategy. We'll spawn it in on the side of this rail, which we can ride on perfectly like that, actually, and make it back on just barely. This is so painful. This next part will be really awful. Is really awful. And we're back at the starting line. Yay! We're so close, too. We're so close. So close to the finish line. I didn't realize how close I was before. We're actually almost there. Which will make me the first person to have completed this map. Before even Poptick himself. I'm too close now to stop. Oh, it's been 40 minutes for this recording alone, and that's not counting the stuff I've cut out. Oh. But I am going to complete this map tonight. I'm not going to leave it unbeat. I'm not going to let it get the best of me. Instead, I am going to get the best of it. The best time on this map. The best completion rate on this map. And of course, the best video on this map. Draw on and just floor it. No! One way to find out. Nope. It won't. It does not. Oh! Let's just go really fast. Ah! No! 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 Yeah! No! So close. So close. No. You're gonna do this again, too. No. Wait a minute. No! Yes. Who's to say I am? I think I might have found myself a way out of this. Yes! No! 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 It was right there! It was right there! no, 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 no. Several minutes. This did set me back several minutes on the track. Why would I want to do that? Please turn on the extra grippers. No. Take that, Poptick, and screw your evil... Oh, this horrible racetrack. I'm finally free. I beat it, and I beat it mostly legitimately, and I did like 80 or 90% of the sections of this thing, even though I did some questionable skips. I did it. I am the first person to beat this in mostly one-ish attempt, sort of, with many checkpoints. Yes! Take that, take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. I win, I win, I win, I win, I win. The end.